Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what time it is. It's Wednesday. And what do we do on Wednesday? Budget Meals Wednesday. Oh, this is a great one to join in, and it really will help you think a little bit what you want to buy for the week and what you want to prepare. There's a lot of great creators that join in. So go over here and see what Grammy's going to share with you today. Some great tips on how to live better quality of life, eating better, and staying in budget. Right now, it's very hard, I can tell you. I struggle myself, and there's only me and my husband. I'm not even trying to feed a family. So, please go check out these great creative ideas on how to put a meal together for $5 or less. And Grammy always shows and shares with you so much great information, tips. She does a lot of different things on her channel. Go check her out. Make sure to check out that playlist and think about joining in. Anyone can join in. Just use hashtag budget meals under $5. You can put this up anytime on Wednesday. There is no time, and you can join in once in a while or every week. And of course, don't forget to mention our hostess also in your video. And this is a great creator. She does lots of different things. Go check her out and see what she did this week and see what a wonderful meal she put together. And she does a lot of great videos also on her channel, so go check it out too. Well, let's go see what Grandma did this week and see what everyone else did. So make sure you check out that playlist. Well, here is last week's budget meal under $5. So if you want to see what Grandma made last week and see how she managed to get her meals so cheap, go check out last week's video. This week we're doing something a little different. We're preparing meals from the freezer. Something quick and easy, and believe it, in budget. Hard to believe, I know. I'm going to show you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and something a little different for a couple of the days. Lunch, we only stuck with burritos, but breakfast and lunch. Well, guess what, guys? We're going shopping today and getting some food, and we're doing it all from the freezer section. Yes, freezer section of your local grocery store, and we're still going to be in budget. There's quick, easy things you can pick up for people that are busy, don't have a lot of time to do cooking, and still manage to get some budget-friendly things to eat. We're going to start with the Eggos at first, and we are going to go to these Eggo ones that look like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Oh yeah, I thought the great-grandkids might like this. So when they come over, I can just put a couple of those in the toaster, and they can have something quick and easy. I also bought chocolate chip Eggos. Yes, and I have already eaten all of them, and they were wonderful. And then I bought the home style just to be able to see what there's any difference in taste. So I bought 3 different kinds of Eggos. Each package was $3.49. They are not on sale. That was their normal price. I bought 2 banquet dinners. I got the fried chicken meal. That was $1.89. And I got the turkey with dressing for the same price, $1.89. Now, I normally don't buy TV dinners, and I don't think I've bought banquet TV dinners maybe in 20 years. I'm not a big fan of frozen food like that, but I went ahead just to show you could eat something. Now, these burritos I buy pretty often. My husband likes them. These are the beef and bean burritos. I got them 10 for $5, so that means they were 50 cents each. So I thought we got a pretty good deal. What do you think? That means my husband could have 3 meals for 2 burritos, and that's 6. And I could have 1, and we still have 1 left over. So this was a budget meal from the freezer department in your local grocery store. And on those Eggos, they were 35 cents each when you divided it up. Now, to make those waffles, I did get some sugar-free syrup, Stater Brothers brand. I would give it an A+. I really loved it. Not overly expensive and really good. Not too sweet, but still sweet. Now, I made these waffles a couple different ways. As you can see, I have bananas, and the banana was, I think, 20 cents each. It was 70 cents for 3 bananas, so maybe 25 cents. So that is not a bad thing. You can cut up a half a banana and add them to the waffles and put a little bit of butter, and you've got a pretty good breakfast. And that one there does have 4 of the Eggos, but I did have 2 at a different time. So you could easily, out of each box, could easily get 2 to 3 breakfasts. And the chocolate chip one was really good. We really enjoyed it. So let me know what you thought. Have you ever used these Eggos for a quick, easy breakfast? And have you ever had the ones with the chocolate chips in it? Let me know. I'm telling you, that was really good. And I really, really enjoyed how quick and easy these Eggos were to heat up. Just get a toaster and pop them in. And I heated up my syrup and a little bit of my butter in the microwave, so when I put it over the waffles, it was already preheated. Because you know, Grandma likes to have her food nice and warm. It worked out great, and my butter was already started to melt. And the best part, I didn't put cold syrup over my warm Eggos. So don't forget, just a little bit of butter and a little bit of syrup, and you can get the kind with sugar or get sugar-free like me. It doesn't really matter. Just remember, Eggos are really, really good, and you can make them just plain or add a little bit of banana and give a little more flavor, whatever you like. And you could have easily cut up some strawberries and put on here and still been within budget. I thought we did pretty good. For $3.49, we had at least 2 or 3 breakfasts. And adding the fruit and the syrup, I really don't think we went out of budget at all. I think we did pretty good. What do you think? If you add it all up, you'll see that we did great. Then we got those burritos. They were 10 for $5. So that meant they were 50 cents each. And we could have lunch 3 days easy on that. Even if my husband had 2 burritos, that would be 6. And with me, I would be eating 1. So that would be 9, and we still have 1 left over. And that is the great part of just figuring out what you can find. And these were pretty reasonably put together. And they cook pretty quick in the microwave. And the calorie count is not too high. Sodium might be a little higher than we'd like, but still not bad. Like I said, I only eat 1 burrito at a time. They fill me up just fine. So far we've got 3 breakfasts, and truthfully more than 3, because that was 3 per box. And I bought 3 different boxes, so what would that really be? That would be 3, 6, 9 breakfasts, and it was still a little over $10 for that. So that was pretty cheap eating, and not have to mess around too much with cooking time. And if you're in a busy rush thing, you can pop a couple Eggos, pop a couple burritos, you're set. So don't let anyone think you can't eat cheap and in a budget. Our budget is $5 for a meal. And as you can see, I've showed you 2 frozen meals that are definitely way under budget and got it done in seconds. You can't make it any cheaper or quicker than what I did. Then we had our banquet dinners, $1.89. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of banquet frozen dinners, but these were not bad. And if you were in a hurry or you just wanted something quick and easy, these are great. And another thing great about them, portion control. If you have trouble with portion control, this is only showing me how much I overeat when I figured up these meals. This was 310 calories. And I'm not saying it was bad. The sugars were a little high. They were 8 grams. And of course, I'm sure the salt is way too much too. And I'm not even saying that they taste bad. They don't taste like if I made it fresh. I'm not going to try to make you think that. They don't. But they don't taste bad. They are eatable. They are a good 5-minute meal. How you couldn't even go and order something quicker than 5 minutes. Just open a little bit of a vent, put it in the microwave for 3 minutes, bring it out, stir it up, put it in another 2 minutes, and you got a meal. So 5 minutes, no trouble. I was very impressed that they tasted as good as they did. I did like the chicken one the best over the turkey, but the turkey was fine too. So if you want a quick, easy meal on a budget, $1.89. We got dinner for two of us for under $4. I know, that's pretty hard to believe. And this is what the chicken one looked like. The only thing that I didn't like about it, I wish it had a little more gravy. And I would think that was the only thing that I didn't like. The potatoes tasted fine. They weren't as good as my husband's, but they still were fine. The chicken was okay too. If I had made this fresh, it would have cost me probably more than what I spent for these TV dinners, but the portions would be bigger, and I'm sure it would taste a little bit better. But considering this is a $1.89 meal, I thought it was a pretty good buy. What do you think? What do you think? Do you guys ever buy frozen dinners like this or TV dinners? When I was a kid, we had a lot of these. When I was young, starting out, I used to buy a lot of these also. But now I rarely ever buy something like this. But to show you that you could put a meal together under $5 out of your grocery store's frozen department, really, you can't beat these foods that I just shared with you today, money-wise. And maybe we'll do this again with something different, maybe next month or something, just to make it a little bit more interesting on my channel. Budget meals under $5. I want to show you that you can do a lot. And we might do a budget meal from leftovers for the whole day, because I do cook a lot of extra food and I do make a lot of leftovers. And we can make some great meals by doing that too. Now here's my turkey one that I put together. I wish the turkey had a little more dressing and a little more gravy. Of course, it shows in the picture quite a bit of dressing, but really it didn't seem like it hardly had any at all. The turkey was okay. It's not as good as having fresh turkey, but it was fine. Nothing really wrong with it. You could eat it fine. The peas were great. The potatoes were pretty good. My only real complaint, I wish it had a little more dressing and a little more gravy. There was plenty of turkey. I didn't need any more of that to eat. And if you had a little bit of stovetop dressing and added it to this, it would have probably been perfect. This was 270 calories. That's not a bad calorie count. So if you're trying to lose weight, these might be great to buy, because none of them were that high in calories. Maybe a little too high in sodium, but everything's a trade-off. But one thing, it did show me how much I'm overeating having these TV dinners, showing me that at 270 calories, it doesn't seem like there was very much food there. So I am really overeating and I need to cut down. Not that I'm really way overweight, but I'm a size 14 and I'm 150 pounds. So it's not good or bad. Here I'm showing you what it looks like when it's frozen. You're going to peel this back and let it heat. You have to let the steam vent out. So while you're doing that, after 2-3 minutes of heating in the microwave, you want to stir the potatoes a little, as I'm doing here. Then cover that back up, and then you're ready to eat in 2 more minutes. I thought it tasted pretty good. The potatoes are surprisingly pretty good, and the dressing was okay also. The only complaint I had, I wish it had a little more, and the turkey was fine also. So for considering, if I was going to do this, and I think I could get stovetop dressing mix with no trouble and still keep in budget, because these were under $4. And I can use just a half a box of that and I could make it for 2 meals. So it would easily still be in budget, and then I think I would have been perfectly happy with this turkey meal. Because the turkey was fine, it was plenty of meat for me. The potatoes really were okay. I would have liked more, but still it was all right. The peas were plenty. And gravy also, I wish it had a little more gravy. So maybe open a can of gravy and make some stovetop dressing, and I think I would be in heaven. More I think about it, that probably would make this a perfect meal. And it still probably would have been in budget, because I wouldn't have used a whole can of gravy, and I wouldn't have used a whole box of stuffing mix either. But like I said, pretty reasonable meal, and I think if you went and bought turkey luncheon meat, I think it would still cost you more than what this meal cost. Very cost effective. Everything was fine. Need a little more gravy and I need a little more dressing. That was my only complaint with the turkey. So let me know what you think. Have you used these meals? Let me know what you think about the calorie count. I thought it was pretty good. And how often do you shop in your frozen food department and pick food out just to make something quick and easy for dinner? Let me know. Let's share with everybody how we plan to buy our groceries and what we do for convenience. I thought these convenient foods were pretty reasonable, and I was really surprised with the waffles. Now here is how much I spent. And I bought this at Stater Brothers, and I really didn't buy anything on sale. This is the normal price for every item. And you could probably get some of these things on sale if you look around, and when you do find them, if you had a freezer. I do not have a freezer, but if I did, I could eat even a lot cheaper. So let me know what you thought. I thought I did pretty good, and we did some great shopping. Let me know. Hugs and kisses from Grandma Sandy and Debbie. Love to have you here. Please think about joining in on this challenge. Meals under $5. Come on, let's see if you can join in and see what you can come up with. I thought I got quite a few things at a pretty good price, and I got quite a few meals. I was really surprised how it all ended up, because I'm telling you, those Eggos are going to make a lot of meals. That's like 9 breakfasts for me and my husband. I thought that was a pretty good buy. And all I would have to do to change it up a little bit is put a little banana on. The bananas were super cheap. Or maybe put a few strawberries on. You don't even need to have a lot, just 2 or 3, and cut them up, and they just give a little extra flavor. The banquet meals were okay for $1.89. I don't think you could find anything better and for the price. So I was pretty happy. And of course, those burritos at 50 cents each. That was $5 for 10 burritos. I could not believe it. And it's right at the top of that grocery list, as you see. $5 for 10 burritos. 50 cents each. Can you believe it? I don't know how you could make it much cheaper at home. So, see you guys next week for budget meals under $5. And we'll see what Grandma comes up next week. Probably will be cooking stuff from scratch. I just like to change my channel up a little here and there and share different ways you can cook and different things you can do. And I also like to share, sometimes I make a meal and it only feeds us once. But sometimes I make meals that will feed us like 7 or 8 times. And that is great. Pasta and rice really stretches things out. So we're going to be doing maybe some rice menus maybe next week, because we just finished doing a bunch of pasta ones. And rice is pretty inexpensive, and you can make a lot of different foods from rice. Remember, budget meals under $5. You can do it, guys. Keep looking at all these great creators that join in every week. Please go give them some love and support on their channels. We love you all. Hugs and kisses. Glad you enjoyed the post today. Please take care, my sweet friends.